Isang magandang Huwebes sa inyong lahat. Ito po ang October 14, 2021 edition ng The Stock Market Today. At 72 days na lang, Pasko na. Ito po ang inyong lingkod, Benji Chidoro. Ako po isang retired bank officer na nagsimula mag-invest sa Philippine stock market noong 2007. And I do this report daily, which I started August of last year. I also report the latest news on your favorite and most active stocks. If you like the content, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. If you have stocks in mind that you want reviewed, please comment on the comment box and I will prioritize. Ang ating financial news ay tungkol sa ALLDAY ni Senator Villar at kasama po ang ating financial headlines at ang resulta ng trading sa ating PSE ngayong araw, ika-14 ng Oktubre 2021, mid-October na pala. Dito lamang sa The Stock Market Today. Okay, so let's start with our financial headlines. At dito po sa October 14 ay lakihan po natin. NCR lockdown restrictions loosened to alert level 3. So tingnan natin to. Metro Manila will be under alert level 3 starting October 16. As COVID-19 cases continue to decline according to the Interagency Task Force or IATF. Gyms, spas, internet cafes, museum, libraries, billiard halls, cinemas and amusement arcades, as well as restaurants and personal care services will be allowed to operate at 30% of indoor capacity for fully vaccinated individuals and 50% outdoor venue capacity provided that all employees are fully vaccinated. Contact sports except those under a bubble setup and authorized face-to-face classes and venues with live voice or wind instrument performers such as karaoke clubs and concert halls remain prohibited. Gatherings in residence with individuals not belonging to the same household also remained banned. The government also lifted the mandatory quarantine in a facility for a fully vaccinated inbound passengers provided they present a negative result from an RT-PCR test 72 hours before their departure from their country of origin and that they undergo the same quarantine for 14 days. Okay. So interesting to, no? Alert level 3 na po tayo. I hope the economy gets going already. Jokno Chua. Sabi ni Jokno and Chua, GTB growth targets are attainable. Then GIR means gross international reserves, falls as of end of September on government debt payments. Nagbayad utang. On the sectoral news, it's SMPH to open new mall in Dayat, Camarines Norte. EDC signs RE supply deal with Cebu steel manufacturer. And ALLDAY prices IPO shares at 60 centavos apiece. This is our main item. So let's go to Business World. Ang sabi niya dito, ALLDAY prices IPO shares at 60 centavos apiece. ALLDAY Marts had set the final offer price of its IPO at 60 centavos per share or 25% lower than the 80 centavo high-end price at its prospectus. The Villar-led company told the exchange yesterday. The company is offering 6.857 billion shares for 60 centavos each with an over-allotment option of 685.71 million shares. The company may raise nearly 4.53 billion should the over-allotment option be exercised. Timson Securities Inc. trader Baron Blaine T. Pangan said in a Viber message that the lowered price may encourage more investors to participate in the offering given potential capital appreciation in the open market on listing day. RCBC Chief Economist Michael L. Ricafort said in a separate Viber message that the final price could reflect business or economic challenges since the pandemic started last year amid restrictions on minors and senior citizens from going out, thereby reducing foot traffic or sales for some retailers. Proceeds from the offer will be used to repair debt as well as for capital expenditures and initial working capital for its store network expansion. ALLDAY is planning to expand its 33 network to 45 by the end of next year and up to 100 stores by end 2026. Actually, mas maganda ang fundamentals po nito according to analysts. Mas maganda po ang fundamentals ni ALLDAY kesa sa Merrimart. O better po ang fundamentals niya. So, I think, based on that, it may do better at mas mura pa kaysa sa Merrimart. Kasi sa Merrimart, magkano ba ang kanyang offer price? Kung titignan natin si Merrimart, nag-start po siya at nag-open siya or 2 pesos. But I think it's 2 pesos. But si Merrimart is, or ALLDAY rather, ay nag-start lang or nag-IPO lang at 60 centavos. Okay, so now let's go to the happenings of the PSE and the PSEI today, October 14, 2021. Okay, so the PSEI went out of a 2-day losing streak to finish at 7,183.11 or 114 points up, 1.62% ang increase niya from the previous closing price or closing index. Kaya bullish po siya, like what I've said yesterday, na under the candlestick po, indication po yan na bullish po ang ating index. Yung ating market activity, 111 companies advanced, 86 declined, while 45 remained unchanged. The all-share index also moved up 0.92%, while our financial sectors, our sectoral indices rather, are all green, led by the holding companies at 2.28%, followed by properties at 2%. So, tignan po natin ang mga titignan nating stocks today. And before I proceed, may I acknowledge some comments here, Ang sabi po ni Mike Miguel, pasama po ng RLC. So, almost na hindi na umabot yan, Mike, pero umabot. Rudy Mateo, good day sir, Double Dragon po. So, lagay po natin si Double Dragon at RLC. And let's start with Rudy Mateo's request of Double Dragon. So, DD po tayo. DD, Double Dragon, bearish po. And it had a sort of a breakout here. Actually, it's a breakout with volume pero hindi po nagtuloy. Bumaba po uli, Baka na fake news itong si Double Dragon or na FOMO. I don't know. May news ba dyan? Wala akong makita news MBOX Smart Locker Rollout. So, ang ating support level, nandito lang po siya sa 10.08. While the nearest resistance ay nandito lang po sa level na ito based on the latest candlesticks. And there's another resistance that I see here in this level sa 1178. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. RSI is neutral actually at 49.50. So, ganun lang po, It's bearish to sideways ang movement po ni Double Dragon. More on the bearish side. Kasi po yung medium and long-term indicator natin are above the candlestick, while the short-term indicator is just piercing through, an indication of a sideways movement, while that of the medium and long term are above the candlestick, an indication of a bearish trend. Okay, then we do RLC. Unahin natin si Mike. Yan. RLC naman. RLC is not doing very good. Bearish po siya. Yung ating mga indicators, yung ating long term is above the candlestick, while the medium and the short term are just piercing through, no? An indication na it's bearish to sideways ang kanyang movement. Yung kanyang support ay nandito po sa 1540 to 1550, while the resistance pinakamalapit po ay nandito sa area nito sa 1890. The lower resistance would be here at 1650. Now, when I talk of support and resistance, these are not exact points, but these are areas. However, meron pong fundamentals ang RLC. Based on BDO securities, ang fundamental price po niya, target price based on fundamentals is 70, and based on yesterday's prices, merong 17.6% upside. I'm sorry, hindi pala. 43% upside. Dahil yung kanyang target price is 23. Yes, it's 23 versus yesterday's price of 1608. So that's a 43% upside. So mag-aantay lang po tayo dito sa RLC dahil ngayon it ended at 16. So that's about 43% upside. Okay? So after RLC ay si SMPH. Tingnan naman natin si SMPH. Naku, SMPH ay nagbago na yung trend, ano? From a bearish to sideways movement ay nagbago na po ang trend since dito po nung October 12, ano? And for 4 successive days it has been moving upwards. The RSI is almost overbought at 68. Let's check the DMI for SM. Ang DMI po niya is at 28. So, pagka nag-reach po ng 30 yan, ingat lang po tayo. Kasi pataas po yung DMI niya, no? Almost reaching 30. Pagka RSI po yan rather ng 70 at hindi pa nagre-reach yung DMI ng 30, ay ingat lang po tayo, baka overbought na po yung stock and the trend may reverse soon. However, if the DMI is 30 and above and the RSI shows overbought levels, no problem. It will remain overbought and the stock will continue to move upwards. In the meantime, ang pinaka support natin ay nandito po sa area nito. Ito yung na-pierce na resistance before itong 34.76, ano? Yan yung na-pierce na resistance at tumuloy-tuloy po siya sa taas. Yan po ang ating support level. And the next resistance level ay nandito po sa 37.70. Yan po yung next resistance level ni SMPH. Kasi si SMPH ay nagbukas ng bagong mall sa Daet, Camarines Norte. Ano po? Ito yung pinakabagong mall niya. And which means that the business, the company is very confident that normalcy will resume soon. O yun, the new normal will resume soon. Actually, this is already the new normal. Okay, SMPH, then FGEN. FGEN naman ay nag-i-struggle tong si FGEN, pababa. Tinignan ko kanina yan, no? Red candlestick na naman. At yung kanyang support level nandito po sa area to. Actually, nagkaroon po siya ng green candlestick dito with volume, tumaas pero hindi po na-sustain. So, third red candlestick na po. Nasa 26.75 po yung support level ni FGEN. And tingnan natin yung kay BDO kung ano yung fundamentals niya sa first gen. Ang target price po niya is 33 pesos, nasa 27.95 or about a 12 or to 13% upside for FGEN. So yan po yung support natin, and the resistance ay pwede po nating ilagay sa area to, no? Yung area na nasa EMA 100 at EMA 50. Yan, nasa 30-40 yung ating resistance level for FGEN. And then Glow. Si Glow naman ay nag-recover, kaya si Glow dito. Yan, nag-recover siya, and my assessment here is that the stock is still bullish with the EMA 20 as our support level. Resistance for Glow is here at this level at 33.80 to 33.90. So yung RSI niya is at 64, but if we will be checking the DMI, kung over 30 po yan, there is a definite trend. So nasa 33 po. So definitely there is a trend on the stock. At patuloy pa rin po siyang tataas kahit na po na overbought siya. Pero right now, hindi pa po overbought, 64, but at one point nag-overbought po siya dito no October 5. And then MONDE, si MONDE mukhang yan, bumabagsak siya. Oh. Balik natin yung yan, the trend is changing for MONDE. Actually, it's turning bearish. Hindi pa siya umaabot ng hindi pa natin makita yung 100-day, yung black line, no? Yung 100-day EMA, kasi ano pa lang to eh. June 1 siya nag-start, so wala pang 100 days in operation from listing date ang stock. But it's turning bearish. Yung short-term indicator natin has already crossed our candlestick and is now above. Nag-cross po siya dito noong October 8 to October 11. And yung ating EMA 50 has crossed over yesterday, October 13, and both are now above the candlestick, indicating a bearish trend. Yung RSI is also bearish. So, ang aking masasabi lang dito, ang pinaka malapit na support area, actually this is the support area here, no? Yan po, yung 16 to 17 pesos is the support area, pero na-breach na po yan somehow. And the next support area ay makikita po natin dito sa 14.90 to 15 pesos ang next support area ni MONDE. So, after MONDE, tingnan natin si CONVERGE. Okay, CONVERGE naman, naku, nag-over the backward na rin yung short and medium term natin, ano? Yung ating medium term ay nag-over today because the closing price of 32.15, pero yung EMA 50 natin is higher, 32.93, meaning nag-over na po yung ating 50-day exponential moving average, and yung EMA 20 natin ay went above the candlestick noong October 21. And it's still above the candlestick for the short and medium term, and looks like the trend has changed for CONVERGE, which has been bullish up to October 6. It has been going up since October 6, and tingnan po natin, no? Baka kasi the support level is here at EMA 50, no? And tingnan po natin, baka lang po nagko-consolidate dito. We will take EMA 50 as our support level, and if it continues to consolidate at this level, ay maaring hindi po tumuloy yung downtrend po niya. Kasi it appears to have some resistance at the EMA 50, no? EMA 50 is at 32.90 right now, but the closing price is at 32.15. Pero alam po natin na yung support and resistance are not exact points. These are areas. So a bit below the exponential moving average po yung presyo niya ngayon. Pero on the short term, yung EMA 20 natin is already above, meaning an indication of a bearish trend for converge. In the meantime, yan po ang gagawin nating support level, yung EMA 50. And if it pierces through yung next support level niya, ay ilalagay po natin sa, pwede po na natin ilagay sa EMA 100 yung ating support level at 29 pesos. Okay, then finally we have Bloom. Kasi nag-open na yung economy. Yun, nag-breakout si Bloom. And it is now above the candlestick and there is a making of a change in direction for Bloomberry na dati ay sideways to bearish, ngayon ay maaring cause for a positive outlook for Bloom dahil merong engulfing green candlestick with volume, an indication of a breakout. So it gained 7.08% or 43 centavos up, and this is the highest level since September 14, so a month ago. And now, it's moving up at baka sana po masustain po ni Bloomberry to. In the meantime, ang support level niya ay nandito po sa 80 to 6 pesos. While the resistance level, actually this is already resistance. The next resistance ay nandito po sa area to. Nasa 6.90 to 7 pesos yung next resistance. Abangan po natin yan. And RSI is bullish at actually hindi pa bullish. It's a bit above with activity, no, and promising. Nasa 51.93 or about 52, just above the midpoint. Yan po ang ating report sa stock market October 14, 2021. Ito po si Benji Chadoro nagpapaalala, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. Maraming salamat sa inyong pagsubaybay at hanggang sa muli. God bless and bye for now.